Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. MTG Box Analysis here to take a look at a full play booster box of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So we've got a fully sealed and intact play booster here. Just finished cracking open the bundle, which was the video from a few days ago. That bundle was amazing. So I'm hoping that with 36 packs instead of 9, we can do even better. So here's a look at the inside. So we got ourselves a little archetypes insert there. And then we've got our 36 play boosters here featuring the breaking news subset and the big score, as well as Outlaws of Thunder Junction. You can't pick up anything from the Commander set in these packs. That seems about even. Let's go ahead and slide those over there. We do have pull tabs. We'll attempt to use those, at least until I start dinging corners, and then we'll flip back to the old school way. So this one's going to kick off with a Golem token. Let's then see a Swamp, a Holy Cow in foil, followed by a Hindering Light from the Breaking News subset. And then we're going to see a 3 Steps Ahead rare coming in. Pretty decent rare, does hold some value, is over $5 right now. And then we're going to see ourselves a Forsaken Miner, a Rakish Crew, Plan the Heist, Silver Deputy, a Rooftop Assassin. Then we're going to Take the Fall, Desperate Bloodseeker, Spinewoods Paladin, Stagecoach Security, a Reckless Lackey in the back. All right, so there are 2 uncommons in the set currently valued over $1. We're keeping an eye out for Return the Favor out of red. We're also keeping a look out for Lava Spur Boots as an artifact uncommon. So we've got ourselves a Pest token, followed by an Eroded Canyon. Then we're going to see the Unscrupulous Contractor in foil, followed by the Clear Shot. And then we're going to see 2 rares. We got an Inspiring Vantage coming in from the land cycle, is valued just over $1. And then we're going to see ourselves a Hell to Pay. Then we're going to Brimstone Roundup with an Outcaster Greenblade. Then we've got an Intimidation Campaign, a Stop Cold, Gold Pan. Then we're going to see a Mourner Surprise, Giant Beaver, a Bridled Bighorn, and a Rodeo Pyromancers in the back. Moving into pack number 3 here, we have not yet seen any art cards or any cards from the big score. You will see one from the breaking news, I believe, in every single pack. Unfortunately, because of that, the cards in that set, while they may be very cool reprints, most of them, they don't hold much value unless you can get a Mana Drain or a Mindbreak Trap. So we've got ourselves a full art mountain here, followed by Fake Your Own Death coming in foil. Then we're going to see a Terminal Agony with Leela Undefeated Slick Shot coming in as our rare. Then we're going to see a Hellspur Brute with a Trash the Town, Frontier Seeker, Ferocification, Failed Fording, Trained Aeronix, and a Vault Plunderer with a Patient Naturalist, and a Sterling Keykeeper, and even a Quill Charger. So many cards in one pack. I think after this pack, we'll continue to go through the commons, but I won't be reading them aloud. I've been through this set many, many times. I think you all, if you're interested in this set, you've already seen a video or 2. Let's see what kind of art card we get. We do get a signed art card, so I'm going to go ahead and feature the artist here. So this is going to be Bruised Harl, Roving Rancher by Forrest ML. So thank you very much, Forrest, for lending us your signature. So we got a Festering Gulch, followed by a foil boombox. Then we're going to see ourselves a Fling with Rakdos Joins Up. Then we're going to see ourselves a Raucous Entertainer, a Shifting Grift. Then we get the Prosperity Tycoon, an Overzealous Muscle, Harrier Strix, Conduit Pylons, Black Snag Buzzard, and we're going to see the Dance with the Tumbleweeds, followed by an Inventive Wingsmith with a Mind Raider in the back. All right, so that'll do it for the commons. There are no commons valued over $1 in this set, at least not as of yet. Just none of them have popped. Let's see what art card we get. Another non-signed art card. Then we're going to see ourselves a Mountain, followed by a foil Terminal Agony. Then we're going to see a Savage Smash, followed by a Lotus Ring coming in off of the big score. Lotus Ring has dropped quite a bit since the set released, but it is still valued over $5, and it is our first Mythic of the box. And then right behind that, we're going to see a second Mythic, and that's Oko the Ringleader. Very cool to see that. Second Mythic of the box. Unfortunately, Oko not as valuable as the Lotus Ring, but that's okay. I'll take a double Mythic pack. Then we're going to see ourselves an Emergent Haunting, followed by Gem Lightfoot Sky Explorer, and we're going to see the Slick Shot Lockpicker, followed by our commons. All right, so I think that'll be kind of the cadence that we go for with the rest of the packs. No need to read through all the commons and make this a 40-minute video. So we got ourselves a bat here, followed by a full art swamp. Then we've got a conduit pylons. Then we're going to see ourselves a murder with another mythic. We got ourselves a double down, is valued over $1. Then we're going to see resilient roadrunner with a red rock sentinel, and then we're going to see a Spinewoods armadillo with an honest rustine, and the rest are just going to be our commons. Still hunting for some value. There are, I believe, we got 6 cards valued over $10 in the set right now, with the most valuable being Tiny Bones the Pickpocket. So that would be what we're going after. So our second art card is also a second non-signed art card, and we get a Plains with a Quill Charger. Then we're going to see ourselves a Ride Down with a Free Strider Lookout as our only rare. Then we get a Map the Frontier, Scorching Shot, a Slick Sequence, and then we're just going to see a bunch of commons in the back. So play boosters really are the way to go if you're looking to gather cards to play, or obviously if you want to draft, you can also do that as well. We've got ourselves a non-token token there with a foil Abraded Bluffs. Then we're going to see a foil Failed Fording, and we're going to see our first rare from the Breaking News subset. We're going to see an Abrupt Decay coming in, followed by a Duelist of the Mind, and then we're going to see ourselves a Sandstorm Verge, a Hollow Marauder with a Beast Bond Outcaster, and then just our commons in the back. So if you're looking for true value, if you can pick up a deal on the collector booster boxes, that's of course where all your fancy frames, and you're going to see at least 60 rares and mythics in the 12 packs. So if you're just going for the premium, that's definitely what you want to go for. Otherwise, the play boosters, I think, are probably the right way to go. So we got ourselves a Human Warrior with an island. We're going to see our first foil rare. We got our Colossal Rattleworm showing on up, followed by Fell the Mighty, our second rare from the Breaking News subset. And we're going to see an Archangel of Tides mythic coming in from the main set. Does hold a little bit of value, and that'll do it. Just triple rare pack there with a Return the Favor, Make Your Own Luck, This Town Ain't Big Enough, and Fake Your Own Death as our first common. So it's cool to see the Lotus Ring and the Oko in one pack together. I want to see another really big pack like that. So we got a Creosote Heath in foil with a Gillo Courser. And then we're going to see ourselves an Essence Capture, followed by an Omen Path Journey coming in off of the big score. So our second from that set. In case you weren't aware, there are 30 cards in this set. All of them are mythic, and 26 of them are valued over $1. And right behind that, we're going to see ourselves a Seraphic Steed from the main set. And then we're going to see Gold Rush, Shoot the Sheriff, and a Cunning Coyote with a Badlands Revival. And then behind that, we just get our commons, including Holy Cow, which is just a fun little card. All right, another non-token token to kick this one off. Then we're going to see ourselves a Forlorn Flats in foil, followed by a Spring Splasher. Then we're going to see Skewer the Critics with a Mystic Snake coming in from the Special Guest subset. Very cool to see this mythic. Is middle of the road value. I believe it's right around $4 or $5. Very cool to see that. And our first special guest. Then we're going to see ourselves a Claim Jumper. And that'll do it. Just a double rare pack with a Rambling Possum. Lava Spur Boots. There's the one of the 2 uncommons valued over $1. So we'll just, we'll put that there. Then we get the Congregation Griff with a Lassoed by the Law, and the Razzle Dazzler with a bunch of commons. All right, so far so good. We're up to 6 mythics from 3 different sets. No mythics yet from the Breaking News subset. I'm sure we'll see one at one point. Hopefully it is a Mana Drain. So we got a Mercenary, followed by a Swamp. Then we're going to see ourselves a Corrupted Conviction with, we get the other one, the Mindbreak Trap. Very cool to see that. So now we've got a mythic from every single set possible, and this is the second most valuable mythic you can pull from the Breaking News subset. Very nice. And then directly behind that, we're going to see ourselves Ty Joaquin Perfect Shot from the main set with Luxurious Locomotive, Aloe Alchemist, Wrangler of the Damned, and the Corrupted Conviction with our other commons. All right, so far so good. I'm having a pretty good experience with this play booster box. Let's see if we can't find even more value. So we got ourselves a mercenary with a full art mountain. Then we get a quick draw, followed by a tyrant scorn, and then we're going to see Terror of the Peaks. All right, so this is the second most valuable card that you could pull for the main set. Very nice. So now we've got the second most valuable from Breaking News, second most valuable from the main set. Now let's get the second most valuable from the big score. So that'll be our only mythic in that pack, so we'll put that right there. Then we get the Luxurious Locomotive, Ferocification, Slick Sequence, followed by Outlaw's Fury, and just our commons. And if you are interested in the full inventory, I do post the MTG Box Analysis over on my website. Members can download it for free. That's part of their membership fee. So if you ever want to see the inventory of any of the boxes I've opened, more than probably somewhere around 250 of them, just head on over there. All right, got an art card, non-signed. Then we're going to see ourselves an island with a This Town Ain't Big Enough in foil, followed by Back for More. Then we're going to see an Avon Interrupter as our rare, is valued over $2. Then we get a Mobile Homestead with a Miriam Herd Whisperer. Then we get the Longhorn Sharpshooter with the Silver Deputy and the rest of the commons. All right, this pack is just going to start off with a non-token token. Then we get a Forest, followed by a Highway Robbery. Then we're going to see a Fierce Retribution with a Hostile Investigator coming in. Another mythic from the big score. It's our third one of the box. Is valued over $5. And then right behind that, we're going to see ourselves a Spire Bluff Canal coming in. This is the most valuable land right now from the main set. Only valued at around $2. Then we're going to see ourselves Kellen Joins Up, followed by a Bovine Intervention, a Lively Dirge, then a Metamorphic Blast, and an Izumi Linebreaker in the back. So we are at 9 mythics so far, which is pretty amazing because we're not even halfway through the box. All right, we got ourselves a Consuming Ashes, followed by an Essence Capture. Then we're going to see a Fortune Loyal Steed with an Omen Port Vigilante, a Rustler Rampage, Eartha Joe, Frontier Mentor, and an Unfortunate Accident, followed by our commons. All right, very cool. Getting pretty close to the halfway point. Hopefully we didn't burn through all our mythics at the front. So one more non-signed art card with a Soured Springs in foil, a Naturalize the Guards. Then we're going to see the Hypothesizzle, followed by Annie Flash the Veteran coming in. This is another mythic from the main set. Very cool. Our only mythic of that pack. Then we're going to see a Stubborn Burrow Fiend, followed by a Baron Bettram Greywater, a Bounding Felidar, and our commons. Come on, Tiny Bones. That's who I really want. Of course, he'll show up in the art form, non-signed. Then we get ourselves a Mountain, followed by a Throw from the Saddle. Then we're going to see a Heartless Pillage with a Cool the Unrepentant, Mage Bane Lizard, Lazav Familiar Stranger with a Nimble Brigand, and an Ankle Biter in the back. All right, so we got ourselves a Scorpion Dragon coming in as our token, followed by a Plains. Then we're going to see a Free Strider Commando, followed by an Outlaw's Merriment and an Outcaster Trailblazer. And then we get ourselves the Boombox, followed by Full Steam Ahead with Vile Smasher, Gleeful Grenadier, and a Naturalizing Pixie. And there's our commons. All right. Ooh, another art card here. Will it be signed? Nope. But Tiny Bones is really starting to show up. Got ourselves a Mountain, followed by a Take for a Ride. And then we're going to see ourselves Buried in the Garden. Then we get ourselves a Step Between Worlds as our rare and our only rare. Then we're going to see a Visage Bandit, followed by a Bandit's Hall, Scalestorm Summoner, and a Corrupted Conviction in the back. Unfortunately, you're very unlikely to see anything behind that uncommon slot that's of value. Yeah, mispacks happen, but well, they're getting pretty good at quality control. I haven't seen a crimp card in a really long time. So we got a Lush Oasis, followed by an Inventive Wingsmith. Then we're going to see a Tornado with a Bristle Bud Farmer coming in from the Big Score subset, another Mythic. That's our fourth one of the box. Unfortunately, not a huge value hit there, just valued over $1. And then we're going to see ourselves Calamity, Galloping Inferno as our main set rare, with an Intrepid Stablemaster, Jolene Plundering Pugilist, and a Canyon Crab, followed by the Consuming Ashes. Just slide our turd peek over there. So we've got 5 Mythics from the main set, and we've got 4 from the Big Score. I would assume the main set's going to win that battle. So we got ourselves a Human Warrior, followed by a Plains. Then we're going to see an Ambush Gigapede, followed by a Decimate. And then we're going to see a Concealed Courtyard coming in from the land cycle, followed by a Servant of the Stinger, a Fleeting Reflection, a Cactus Folk Sure Shot. And then we're going to see Shepherd of the Clouds, followed by Raven of Fell Omens as our common. All right, 2 more packs in this stack. 1 more art card here. Still non-signed. Then we're going to see a Forlorn Flats with an Explosive Derailment, followed by a Vanishing Verse, and we're going to see a Caustic Bronco coming in from the main set, followed by Sheriff of Safe Passage, Rictus Robber, Gila Courser, and an Outlaw's Fury as our first common. All right, last pack in stack number 2. Assuming I stacked this correctly, that should be 24 packs. They did get a little messed up. All right, 1 more non-signed art card with a Lush Oasis, Bristleback Sentry, and then we're going to see ourselves an Imp's Mischief, followed by a Sotoro, the Infiltrator, coming in. Does hold some value as a rare. Then we're going to see ourselves a Visage Bandit, Rise of the Varmints, Marauding Sphinx, and a Silver Deputy in the back. All right, so that takes us down to the last stack, which should be 12 play boosters. So let's see how many more Mythics we can get. And let's try and get the number 1 card in one of these sets, not the number 2. So we've got ourselves Plains with an Outcaster Greenblade, Clear Shot, followed by a Tarnation Vista. All right, so the Tarnation Vista does hold a little bit of value and now brings us Mythic to Mythic equal with the main set. And then we're going to see ourselves a Breaches the Blastmaker coming in, followed by Rise of the Varmints, Scorching Shot, and then we're going to see ourselves form a posse with a Harrier Strix. Still have not seen Return the Favor, or at least I don't think we have. That's the other uncommon valued over $1. So we got ourselves a Sheep, followed by a Plains. Then we're going to see an Oasis Gardener with another Savage Smash, and then Roxanne Starfall Savant with a Gold Rush, a Shoot the Sheriff, and we're going to see a Naturalize the Guards with Doc, Arlok, Grizzled Genius, and a Phantom Interference in the back. Hard to believe that you get as many Mythics from the Big Score as you do the main set. So we got the Spirit, followed by the Island, followed by a Foil Siphon Insight coming in from the Breaking News subset. Very cool. Then we're going to see ourselves a Skewer the Critics with a Smuggler's Surprise, and that'll do it. Then we get a Deep Muck Desperado, Sandstorm Burge, Rattleback Apothecary with a Corrupted Conviction, and our plethora of commons. So if you stay tuned to the MTG Box Analysis, you'll see how much of this box we actually covered of the set. You'll see duplication. I'll show you the value of the current value of the set, and then what our observed value was and how it compares to the market price of the box. So make sure you stay tuned to the end for that 3 to 4 minute summary. So we got a Human Rogue, followed by an Island. Then we're going to see a Sterling Keykeeper, followed by a Hindering Light, and then we've got the Key to the Vault as our only rare, Treasure Dredger, Marauding Sphinx. Then we're going to see Take for a Ride, followed by a Quick Draw, and more commons. All right, next pack in. Got ourselves a Food Token here, followed by a Swamp. Then we're going to see a Nezumi Linebreaker in foil, followed by a Journey to Nowhere. Then we're going to see One Last Job, and a Requisition Raid, Shekel Slinger, followed by a Hollow Marauder, and an Outlaw Stitcher, and our commons. So I don't know about you all, but so these are Japanese printed. That's A, why they have the pull tabs, and B, why the rares are up top as opposed to in the back. I prefer the foil treatment of these. I know some people don't like them as much. They think they're a little bit more muted. I find that they don't curl as much, just based on my experience. Then we're going to see a Bristling Backwoods, followed by a foil Lava Spur Boots. So there we go, the uncommon valued over $1, and we got it in foil and non-foil. Then we're going to see ourselves a Bedevil with a Blooming Marsh coming in, and a Red Rock Sentinel. Then we're going to see a Beast Bond Outcaster with a Badlands Revival and an Oversized Muscle. So we got 2 of the same uncommon valued over $1, but we can't get Return the Favor. All right, we got ourselves a Treasure with Forest, followed by Calamity Galloping Inferno as our first rare in foil. Then we're going to see ourselves a Skullcrack as our second, and then we're going to see a Collector's Cage coming in, Mythic. That's our third, and we do have a fourth right back there. So very cool Collector's Cage. It does hold some value. And then we're going to see Riku of Many Paths coming in as our fourth rare. So nice to see a quad rare pack there with an Arid Archway, Blood Hustler, and a Cunning Coyote. Very cool. So it's extremely rare to get 4 rares or mythics in a single pack, but it is possible, and I just showed you how. All right. One more signed art card here. Very cool. Who is the artist? So this is Marchesa, Dealer of Death by Ryan Pancoast. So thank you very much, Ryan, for illustrating that card and bringing our game to life. So we got a Lonely Iara, followed by a Slickshot Vault Buster. Then we're going to see an Archmage's Charm, followed by a Slickshot Show Off. This is a card valued over $10 from the main set. Hooray! And then we're going to see ourselves a Binding Negotiation with a Caught in the Crossfire, Aloe Alchemist, and a Wrangler of the Damned. Very cool. So obviously I'm not adding this all up as I go, but this feels like a pretty good play booster, seeing at least 3 cards, I think, over $10 in value so far. So we got ourselves a Mercenary with a Creosote Heath. Then we're going to see the Trained Aronix, followed by a Path to Exile with Laughing Jasper Flint and Betrayal at the Vault, a Prairie Dog, Ruthless Lawbringer, and Fake Your Own Death with our commons. We are down to 3 packs and 3 more chances to see, let's say, a mythic from the big score named Sword of Wealth and Power. Let's do it. So we got a Meteorite, followed by a Forest. Then we're going to see a Shifting Grift with a Terminal Agony. And then we're going to see a Pest Control. This is a very good mythic coming in from the big score. I think it was first featured in the Clue edition. So this is currently valued just under $10. So I will take that for sure. And then we're going to see ourselves our first borderless, a Concealed Courtyard coming in from the land cycle. Very nice. I do love my lands. And then we're even going to see a third rare, a Rush of Dread coming in. And then we get an Emerging Haunting, a Thunder Lasso, a Getaway Glamour, Geyser Drake, and some more commons. All right, so very cool. So we now have more mythics from the big score than we do from the main set. Got to even that out. Let's equalize it. All right, another non-signed art card there with a Lush Oasis, Stagecoach Security, and then we're going to see ourselves a Mana Drain. All right, so the number 1 card from the Breaking News subset. We now have the number 1 and the number 2 from that set. This is valued right around $30. Hooray, makes this box awesome. Directly behind that, we're going to see ourselves an Ornery Tumblewag, not worth $30. Then we're going to see a Demonic Raucous with an At Knife Point, an Unscrupulous Contractor, and then we get a Quick Draw along with some more commons. All right, final play booster, and then we'll jump into that MTG box analysis. So happy this box actually turned out really well. Hooray. Got ourselves a Bat, followed by a foil Jagged Barons. Then we're going to see a Bovine Intervention with a Decisive Denial And then we're going to see a Stoic Sphinx coming as our rare, and our only rare, with a Bullock Ranch, Tomb Trawler, Karum, Violent Cacophony, and Fake Your Own Death, with a handful of commons. All right, so I'll get it all sorted, organized, and here comes the MTG Box Analysis. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.